3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up here into Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he connects with Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And that is incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack him here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. An update from Denver. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Watson. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. 20, 10, touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, able to avoid him. And now running right through it. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
first and 10. Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson, the loop, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Joe. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot.
To throw is Watson. This is caught by Jackson. And coughed it up. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Watson on first down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On first down, Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and one.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. He'll check it down to Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harmon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that's going to bring up a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
He's going to fire this thing and got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Let's go, defense! Let's go, defense!
On first down, it's Watson. And he fires one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got him now.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Redskins. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, this is Geis. And running with power here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Watson throwing on 1st down. Gonna look deep for and this will be caught at the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like total at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Throw left side complete. That's Love. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Did they maybe play that too? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. A handoff to Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And Watson's going to throw it here. It's over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bring out the